Okay, folks, I'm here with an ITSL game against Andrew Ahern. Playing as the US, my preferred side. Really looking forward to this. So, looking for some good ops and a good game. And what did we get? Well, 2 4-ups. Two 4-ups is good. Don't really have a headline. I could try to drop Asia, or I could play Purge. Neither one of those are great options. Let's see here. Okay. So I think we're going to open 442. Oh, wait, no, I want 5 in West Germany. Okay, try this one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1. Alright, so we open 442. Well, I guess the good thing about this hand is we know we're not going to get purged, and we have 10, maybe 12 ops. We don't see, I mean, I think if, thing is I really need the points for RSP. Alright, I think we're going to chance it. Let's headline Asia. And he headlines Europe. Okay. So, kind of no harm, no foul there. We want to get decall off to space. We want to event Korean War. Alright, gonna coup with Sochgovs. Alright. Alright, so now I could coup back. Right, I could coup back. The question is, do I want to give up one of my big 4-ups? I think I do. So coup with RSP and right, because we're holding decall. Now the downside of that is it lets Andrew destall into Thailand, but that's already scored. The alternative is maybe this is the play. Maybe it's Malaysia, Lebanon. Yeah, I don't mind that. We're inviting a coup of Lebanon, but if that happens, then I can coup Iran at 1 with one of these big 4-ups here. And then that lets me play into Thailand. We'd still worry about destall into Thailand, but he'd have to destall into Thailand and okay, so he's gonna just take a little 1-op coup. I'm guessing this is okay, that's a big roll. Alright, so that's what I was worried about. But I think our response is alright, so that's a big 6. The more I think about it, I have to hold RSP for my last turn in case we get hit with blockade. Which is annoying. All right. right, so playing influence, probably to even up. Oh, interesting. All right, all right. So I think this is our time to go to space. We've missed on the roll. We're still going to, probably going to event AI war here. Play into Egypt. Hope he doesn't roll a 5 or a 6. So far I've been rolling high here. We might see Andrew take Pakistan. I think I want to play Korean War on turn 6. So play on turn... Okay, I'll just burn the turtle for some points. Alright. Alright, interesting. So what could that mean? Well... I think we still do this. Alright, good that that fails. And let's play Korean War here on AR6. If the war hits, right, if the war, okay, so he scores Mideast 4, that's 2 for us, that's good. Alright, if the war hits, then we can take it next round with, let's see what happens here. Alright, that fails, so we get South Korea. So I think I've still got to put 3 into Thailand. Where does my other op go? Probably 1 Libya, I guess. Oh, he had the war, okay. Alright, and we go 3 into Thailand because we haven't seen VR. Where do we go with our last point? Well, we could get Coot out of Egypt. But Middle East is scored. I think Panama might be better here. Alright. Okay, well, we continue to get good cards, high up cards. So what's the play here? His likely headlines are, oh man, once again we don't have a good card for blockade, which is annoying. Let's see here. 5-year plan is safe because we saw duck and cover on turn 1. On the other hand, I could hit CIA, which would be annoying. The cards that we wouldn't want to, we could hit defectors, containment, Marshall, NORAD, UNI, all of those are good. We wouldn't want to see, hitting blockade would be good. I think it's going to be 5-year plan. All right, so CNS. What do we hit? Oh, beautiful. Well, that was lucky. Well, that was lucky. All right, so Andrew gets points for space. Yeah, that is pretty annoying for Andrew. Alright, so we need to fill France. We need to take Laos and move into... I think I even have enough points to move into southern Africa. I think I'm going to hold on to Nasser and then hopefully space it if we get... Oh, wow. Okay. Well, interesting play. Really interesting. Glad that one didn't hit. My goodness. Okay, that was an interesting AR1 there. I guess we take our mill ops. And I'm really glad the South Africa hit didn't go. That would have been a disaster. Yeah, so even though losing that huge 5-point Iran would have been bad, or is bad, I could still take, the coup there protects Egypt. I can take Libya. Andrew might be able to get off, if he fills up both Iran and Saudi, he could get off a 3-point Mideast Dom. But what I'm really worried about here is de Gaulle. I think what I'm going to do is try to save my high op cards here for as long as possible. All right, there's Fidel. Yeah. I think we go like that. There's special. All right, so CIA could be in his hand. Oh, China, my goodness. This is it. All right. Okay. So let's see. What do we have for country? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to 1, 2, 3, 4. So a single one-up is enough to all right, so that's enough temporarily, but we are going to be giving Vietnam, so we're going to need to spend maybe one of the VR points to take Indonesia. Nice that we get China, though. So I'm going to be playing Andrew at least twice more after this game because we're matched up together in the Atlantic League. So we're going to be seeing a lot of each other. All right, so he events de Gaulle. There it is. All right, so that's kind of what we were waiting for. All right, so I'm guessing this is going to be... Now, the good thing about CIA is if it's in his hand... All right, so Andrew events blockade, which is annoying, like really annoying. Because we have to go like that, and I think we put one here. No, I think we go, discard that, resolve that, and I think I'm going to go there because we know we're going to give VR. I could space Vietnam, but I think I just want to get it out of the game. And I'm guessing this is going to be containment coming up here. Maybe what I probably could have done is played into Jordan, and then used VR to fill Saudi. But the problem with that, of course, is we're being dominated in Asia. So the question is, does Andrew have CIA and does he have containment? He's got containment. Okay. All right. So he fills. Okay. Okay. All right. So I think what I do is good to take. Now that he's got access, I can take Algeria and work my way towards Nigeria. And I mean, that does leave France really vulnerable, right? To a Suez or socialist redraw. And so maybe what I do is actually, all right, so resolve that. Appointed to France. And yeah, I think that's the play. All right. So we get Warsaw and Kamakan, NORAD, Formosa, and discards. We get IP war. We get 5-year plan again. EU and Suez. All right, so his known cards are CIA, Defectors, Truman, Man. He's got Marshall. I think I'm gonna try 5-year plan again. We don't want to hit CIA. Absolutely do not want to hit that. But getting Marshall, Defectors, UN, any of those cards would be great. We'll be able to get our mill-ups because of IP war. I mean, it is risky because he could have redrawn Europe. There it is. Let's hope we don't hit defectors. We hit Middle East. All right. So, folks, that's 2 in a row. That's, yeah, if you're keeping track at home, that's some crazy luck we got going on here. Everything's coming up our way here. We do want to play Warsaw as quickly as possible. If we get the opportunity, we want to play it to put NATO into effect, although we know 5 of his 6 cards. There's CIA. We knew that was coming. Oh, but he does get decall. All right. Yeah, that's huge. He's right about that. Okay. Well, our only coup target really is Egypt. So that's what we're going to do. Yeah. So we have to prepare for decall coming up here. I don't think I would have done that if Middy's just scored it. If I was Andrew, what would I have done? I guess he doesn't have many other things he can do. But let's event Warsaw. All right, so the question here is, do I give up mill-ops, or do I really press my advantage and deprive Andrew of mill-ops, even if it means sacrificing Nigeria? Yeah, I think I'm fine giving up mill-ops. Maybe I should have done both. That was a mistake. I should have done Cameroon, Sahara, and then I could have just overprotected. Oh yeah, maybe I didn't play that out properly. The other thing I have to watch is, all right, so here's a decall. All right. So here, I'm going to go one there, and I think, yeah, let's go, sure, let's go with that. I need to take Mexico here. Yep. Got some things we need to do. There's Truman for a little coup. All right, well, a little coup turned into a big coup. It's fine. I wonder what Andrew's going to do. Well, he'll want to, unless he wants to give up an action round, he'll want to, if he plays UN on Marshall, that means giving up an AR, so I'm not sure he's going to want to do that. He could space defectors, save a point, and go up to the space 2 spot. I'm not sure if he's going to do that. Alright, looks like he is going to give Marshall. Oh, okay. Alright, fighting for southeast. And I guess one into Canada. We're not going to be eventing that anytime soon. I think this shuts off. Yeah, I think that shuts that off. So we'll play NORAD into Taiwan. I'm guessing it's going to be space defectors and then a 1 point UNI. Oh no, plays defectors, gives the point. Alright, not sure what that's about. Maybe just fighting for country count there? Alright. What to do? I guess we'll coup Zimbabwe. Not a very good roll, but enough to save that saves us a point. We had a 1 point CIA situation there, so it's enough to save us a point. So he'll have a 1 point UN play. Another one there. 1, 2, 3. You're both at 4. All right, so the options are, I think I'm just going to space. All right, so we get a point there. How do we want to do this? We will bury you, Muslim Rev, Salt, NATO, Kitchen Debates, which is active. We get Sochgovs, Arms Race, Omit. All right. No way to drop DEF CON. And no concerns about missile envy because we can just give we will bury you. So nothing great here in terms of headline. Some not so, I mean, I think I just give Kitchen here. All right, Brush. This could be a pretty consequential brush war. Maybe this is Panama. Fail. The Italy brush fails. Surprised about that because Europe's already scored. I think I might have gone Panama there. I mean, Italy's a huge point swing in the long term. But, yeah, I think if it's me, I would go Panama there. And probably going to get cooed here in Zaire, would be my guess. Now that's a huge 4 point flower power coup in, oh no, my goodness, what a huge roll. What a huge roll. So since we're not going, okay, so we're worried about Africa realigns now. We're not going to get arms race off no matter what. So I think we're going to coup Zimbabwe. With that, we get a good roll. South Africa realigns could be tricky. And what could we get in salt? We could get we could salt for brush, which isn't great. If I fill Japan and play Formosa, does that put me on Asia Dom? It might. Well, okay. So now I think we go. All right, so the let's think about that here, because USJ could be in his hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards for him, compared to 8 Asian countries for him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're not going to get Dom. I think I just go like that. There we go. Formosa solves that problem temporarily. Grain to space. his roll fails. All right, so I could if I do something like this, where do we go with our last point? If I do that, I can event and repair Muslim. That would put me on, I think, I almost have too many ops, as strange as that sounds. Or maybe just a little overprotection in South Africa. It seems like a wasteful NATO, but it does let me space Soshgov's whole we will bury you and event and repair Muslim. Question is, what am I going to do about salt? I could salt for grain. Oh, there's our salt target right there. All right. All right, so now what I could do is event and repair Mideast, and then play into, or event and repair Muslim rather, play into Colombia. I think what I'm going to do here is play into Colombia and threaten to flip, or put me on Africa Dom and threaten to flip Nigeria. And I think if I was Andrew, I would have probably taken the junta coup on Guatemala. That gives access to Mexico and takes me off Central Dom. But of course, the realign in Panama would have been huge. Oh, here's Shea, speaking of huge. This isn't great. All right, so the frustrating thing about that Shea play there is it's going to make, I think what I need to do is to play junta, grab junta here, salt for junta. If he's got yeah, if he's got the scoring, he probably plays it now, which is horrible, but what did he headline? That's interesting. Brush headline on Italy instead of junta. That's interesting. All right, so we get Sadat and, okay, plays influence. Oh, just one influence to overprotect Venezuela. All right. All right, so what does that tell us? Tells us probably doesn't have the scoring or would have played it there. Maybe what we do is take our space shot now. Or do we coup? I think maybe cooing here is better. All right. We're also overprotected significantly in Europe, so if we don't get off to space, or if we need another op or two, we could probably use it in we could probably event junta into Argentina. All right, so there's PC. Oh, that explains the overprotection. That's interesting. All right, realigns. Oh my word. How do we want to do this? I think we take our Soshkov's points. Yeah. It's worth pointing out, by the way, that Andrew beat David Amadon in 2 consecutive games. All right, so I think the headline's almost definitely going to be I think the headline's going to be Junta. Okay, I think it's going to have to be Junta. Junta into Argentina, then coup Venezuela. All right, we get Asia and Southeast Asia, VOA, Nixon, Nuke Subs, Summit, the Pope, and we've evented Junta. So we might see missile envy here, in which case we can give up, well, in which case we win the game. Because our junta will trigger first in coup Venezuela. Alright, so AI war, not too bad. Although it's got full odds, so it'll be interesting to see what happens. Oh, my coup fails, so that's unfortunate. So maybe Andrew goes for double realigns here. The +2 realigns on Venezuela, and then the +1 realigns on Nigeria. Maybe that's the play here. Southeast Asia's even, Asia's even. Central gets us a few points. We're going to need to wait to space, and we're going to wait to space for 2 reasons. First, there's Willy Brandt for a coup. Okay, that's unfortunate. I don't have a big 3-op. How are we going to use VOA? Let's see. Could we do something to... All right. That doesn't look great. That does not look great. Nuke Subs also doesn't look great. I wonder if... Nuke Subs gives us 3 low coups in Africa. But with the scorings... Oh, man. What I really want to do is just take Chile and Uruguay, but I don't really have the ops to do that. I really don't have great VOA targets here. So a lot to think about. Maybe the most important thing I can do is avoid some pretty nasty Africa realigns, but that just feels really defensive, and I think it's going to be nuke subs. What I'm hoping is that prompts Andrew to dump Africa if he's got it now, which gives us a point. Problem is we have to keep China on account of Formosa. We've got two scoring cards that are even but kind of precarious. We also, there are some good events for Andrew, including Southeast Asia, South African unrest, liberation's bad. ABM is still in the game. I guess Portuguese isn't that big a deal. One small step is a concern. I think I'm just going to end up holding on to We Will Bury You for the sake of missile envy and one small step. It would be great to play China and then, get it back with Nixon, free up some ops that I really need. The problem is then we're getting dominated in Asia. All right, so here comes the first round of realigns with How I Learned. No change. Losing 2. Okay. So this is where I would play a coup here. Force him to do something. Get my mill ops. I think this is what I do. All right. So now no more, or not another round of realigns at least. We'll have a 1-round reprieve from those, and that will maybe let us drop one of these scorings. It's also Kennedy. We haven't seen Ask Not. And it would be great to be able to drop these 0-point empty action round scoring cards, but can't really count on that. Ooh, OAS is nice. So maybe we go... That feels really bad. That feels really, really bad. I think I just go for Venezuela here. I'm guessing this is going to be a point into Zaire. Okay, so we could go here and here. Yeah, I don't mind that. I think the next play is going to be VOA, and how am I going to take those points? I think it's all going to be Asia. Maybe Pakistan, India, Burma, Philippines, maybe? If I can, I'm just going to use VOA to get on Asian Dom to give Andrew something else to do. And then event those cards. The deck is leaning red. And there's not that many problem cards. I mean, Puppets isn't that big a deal for him. Camp David, Middle East has already scored. Shuttle, I don't think that's a big deal. Special, no big deal. So there's not that many cards that Andrew needs to worry about. All right, there's OPEC. This is just... All right, finishes taking South Africa. That's fine. Let's go with 1, 2, 3, 4, I guess. Huh, I hadn't thought of that. All right, so we'll see if we can get Asia off for a couple points. If not, we'll just play it. Then Southeast Asia. But by taking, threatening South Africa, oh my gosh, all right. Oh, this is rough. Take Asia, I don't want any. Well, that might be the difference in the game, so I'm not sure I'd be that cavalier about it. Well, what does this mean for country count here? Maybe something like that. So how could he fix it with 1, 2? I think the play is going to be Yeah, he definitely would have. Well, that would have been 3 points. I'm not sure I would have done that. Realigns. Okay, so this is the game. All right, so there we go. Good game. Thanks for watching, everybody.